The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2, much more manageable. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes him manageable.
There he goes, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now 3rd down and 7.
21G, 21G.
Tua sets up to pass it. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
That's returnable now for Smith. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
On 1st down, Wilson. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. And now off to the races, down the right side. It's a big play there for Miami, and even 50 yards. Here's the veteran. That's Jeff Wilson. And all the way down inside the 5 of the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Tua. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. On 3rd down, Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Here's Hill on the return. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10.
All right, come on.
Now their 31-year-old running back, Raheem Mostert. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Now left side on the swing pass, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Open man is Hill. He's got it. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 17-yard line.
They'll run with Wilson out of the shotgun. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass and they get 12 yards out of it.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Mostert will score. Touchdown, Miami. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks get them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Now Wilson. Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this returnable for Hill. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On play action, here's Tua. Dancing to his left. Tua hit, and the ball is out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Ready.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long.
Hey, 21 T8.
Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Broncos. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Broncos 21, Dolphins 7. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
They're on the 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. A throw out wide going to be incomplete. The Dolphins are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is? It could be for the game the way that things are going right now. I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8. Wilson. Short throw caught by Dulcich. That one a first down pickup of 8.
A first down from Dulcich, and the only reason more people aren't talking about his rookie season is because he was injured a good chunk of it. Showed in a couple of big games he can be a big-time playmaker at tight end.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Going right back to Wilson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
7-yard line.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's Mostert. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Sanders' kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, Two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away. Tuck it away because you've got to take care of the ball.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Oh, boy, hang on here. Injured player, and it's Russell Wilson. Certainly have to hope this is nothing major. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. The backup Stidham, his first throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The strong windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So the fumble recovery had him set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
Berrios now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard at doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural. At this point in the game, and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Solo left side on. Solo left side.
Here's Tua. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Here's Smith to return it. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And they will take over first and 10.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
This quick pass complete to Sutton. So he stopped for no gain, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. And now they're in the hurry up. From the shotgun, Wilson. Flushed out right. He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver. Watch out for Hill on the return. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football to a hit, and the ball is out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't it?
He really does, and I know of one.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Third and long. It's Wilson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown. And oh, it's blocked. And now the Dolphins have it. There he goes, left side. And he dives into the end zone and gets the 2 points. That is a play that you just do not see very often. Maybe a couple times a year, the blocked extra point return for 2.
You can't afford to give anyone a free run at the kicker. Oftentimes, it's going to bounce off his hands or chest and head the other direction.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their 5-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
They'll try and pick it up on the ground with Wilson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
First down. First and 10 at the 46.
Now Tua. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Wilson's got it complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. This is caught. And he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Tua sets up to pass it. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Durham Smythe there to make the grab. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Yeah, no question. He got to the QB late, CD, and that's going to get a flag every time.
Every single time. Because let's face it, the league is always going to have an emphasis on these calls. They want to take care of these quarterbacks who are in vulnerable positions when they're passing the football.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. That is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's got a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Emmanuel Ogbah able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. Looking to throw. Wilson. And that is incomplete. And sensing the momentum, maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is set away. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Wilson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Another carry for Wilson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 in 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. They're going to keep it on the ground. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments. Well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter. Now Wilson on 2nd down. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
The offense on 3rd down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39. On the counter, here's Williams. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 55 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now it's 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sutton. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Samaje Perine, his 1st rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Lutz good on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. Looking to pass. Tua. Over the middle, complete. It's Hill.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Tua. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And the Broncos first down.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. That play over before it got anywhere thanks to Christian Wilkins. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing second and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like second and impossible. Now has him within throwing range of a first down.
On third down, here's Williams. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every...
Stop, here we go, bucket off the pick and roll. Shit, gotta go, we don't move it scary. Last time a shed a tear, that when Prince died. Cause if we rockin', then you know we rockin' like it's Slipknot. See, this ain't basketball at halftime. We on switch sides. She thinks she love me, but she fell in love with my rich side. I got it for less. Flip that, then I got on a check. Dispatch, then we go on a race. Switch it up if that other place. Mix it up, got a lot on my plate. Got the broccoli and cheese with the beef on the side. This ain't no regular steak. No one wrong way. Richer than me. This ain't up for debate. You out of love. Lay back, matte black. Just to on your truck. Now I'm in the AMG with the all black tint. They don't know it's me, but they got a little hint. How you worry about it when you can't pay rent? I've been there. Lago and Bowie, I went there. Off of MLK, used to live there. Basketball on the tier, used to win there. Up in the cell at 17. Back in jail with no bail at 19. Up the road with the life is at 20. Made my first 100,000 at 23. Now who is he or who is she to speak on my name when you ain't me? Why these talking I'm overseas? Biggie Smalls when I move, it was all a dream. Keep on talking and pump me up. Call me lucky, I guess I got dummy luck. Give it a play and then it's time. Better believe he gon' it up. Hey, he might snitch on YouTube. Say that you was up and put